animes that are sub or dub. If you watch sub, are you a true fan? If you watch dub, are you a fake? The answer to that question is, to me personally, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you sit up here and you watch a dub anime and you're a fan of that anime. A lot of people on YouTube that I watch when I be watching anime stuff say it in the comments, and I do sometimes look at the comments because some of the stuff that I see has a thumbs down, and I want to see like why does it has a thumbs down? Because it kind of seemed like this video is too awesome to have a thumbs down, and a lot of people saying the type of videos that I watched the other day was like the voice actors of the dub animes, and most people pretty much say like they're not the original characters. The original characters is Japan, and that dub is stupid and stuff. Like, how to feel about that? I don't really feel like really angry on it. I just feel like a little piss on it because just because the anime isn't dubbed doesn't mean you're less of a fan. It means that you really understand the story on a different level. Because naturally, if you're from England or Japan, Germany, French, or whatever, if it's in your native language, you probably can understand the story a lot better than it is when you watch a sub anime. Because some people who watch anime cannot really feel the whole entire story while watching it in sub, because like you're reading it, you make it comprehend and stuff like that, but you can't feel it. You can't necessarily like feel what the character is feeling, but yet if you watch it in dub, you can feel it. For me, I can do both. I can do both, and the story still turns out fine. But sometimes I prefer the dub because, actuality, some people who voice, like Johnny Abash, Troy Baker, um, Todd, I want to remember I want to say one girl name, but I can't seem to remember her name. She is the voice of Urza from Fairy Tail. Some of these people are way better than the people in Japan, and like they make the character way better. And like if you look at some of these animes, some of these characters in Japanese have very high voices, but if you look at it in dub, the voice fit the characteristic a little bit better. Like it's just some animes, I think, and this is on my perspective of it. I think that the people in dub, the cast, they actually did a better job than the sub. And I do watch both. I watch both sub and dub. I will rewatch the whole entire anime in English. Case in point, I do Bleach, Naruto, Fairy Tales, any anime. I watch it in sub first, and then I watch it in dub. But generally, and I'm not gonna say it's every anime, but generally, the dub is way better than the sub because it's in my language, and it just to me fits the character better. Because if like, say for instance, I'm gonna say Bleach. Um, the sub for Bleach, the Ichigo Kurosaki character, the guy who voiced it, he's still good. He's still awesome. But Johnny Bosch, to me, in dub is way better than a guy that's in sub because it just fits the character better and he brings the character to life for me. And like what people don't understand is the people that want to be purists and all this other bullshit crap. I don't. care. There isn't no period of that. Anime is just something that we watch. It's just awesome if like we able to talk the animes to other people because right now, especially where I live, not too many people like anime. People look at you like you watching cartoons. You know, they don't respect the whole entire like art of it. They just think it's just a cartoon. They don't really like understand that it's not just a regular cartoon. It's something different. It's something that has a taste palette for a more I don't want to say mature audience, but but a more like I guess I'm gonna say mature audience because I can't really think of another word. So I'm losing track right now in my head because there's so many crap going on in my head. But anyways, let me try to get right back on the rails. All right. But anyways, a lot of people really bring the character to life in dub. They do things to the character that the people in sub don't really do. And I'm not saying dub is better than sub. I'm not saying sub is better than dub. It's just don't get mad at people and don't say you're not a fucking fan just because they prefer it in their own fucking language. They prefer it in their own fucking language so they can respect and like and appreciate the anime better. They're not dissing the anime. They just prefer it to be in their language because that's how they fall in love with the anime. You can't just sit up here and just say like, "Oh, you'll watch it in dub." You're not a fan. You're not a fan at all. You're fake. You can't say that, man. You can't say that. It's like some serious thing that you have to do. This ain't no serious shit. It's just anime. We watch anime. We talk about anime. We get along, make more friends that like anime. It's just something for us to talk about, shit like that. Something for us to pass the time. Something for us to appreciate the art form. And some of us might want to actually get into it, actually do it. And people who watch dub might want to get into it because that's how they fall in love with the anime and actually want to get into it and actually do it. I mean, like, you saying, like, and I saw one comment on something that I was watching the other week. I think it was like 2 days ago. It was on Sunday or some shit like that. It was on a Sunday or something like that. Me and my friend Alex Darkslayer. Thumbs up on his channel. Subscribe to him. Anyways, we was like looking at like the voice actors and like I like how they was doing the interviews. They actually did the interviews in their own characters, and it was great. And then like you look at the comment and you look at comments because sometimes you do want to look at the comments. You're curious what other people have to say about it. And one of the comments is like, "Oh, they not the original characters. They're original characters to us. They're the original characters that pretty much made us fall in love with the shit. That's what we saw first. That's what some of us saw first. I saw Trigun in dub. I didn't see Trigun in sub. Fall in love with Johnny Bosch, man. So I don't think there is a such thing as an original character. You can't just put off. It's just a voice. It's like saying. It's like saying Spider Man, Tobey Maguire. It's like saying Spider Man, Tobey Maguire is the original Spider Man, and Andrew Garfield is just a knockoff. It's like saying that, but really and truly, he's not the original Spider Man. He's just an adaptation of it. You see. There's no original, there's no fake, there's none of this shit. You purists that you want to call yourself just want to act like you're above everybody. You're not above everybody, man. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of seeing that crap, man. I'm sick of seeing like on certain other YouTube channels, they get mad at people that actually try to get into anime. Saying, like, "Oh, you're not a purist. You don't watch it in sub." They just rather see it and feel it and appreciate the anime in their own fucking language. Just let them do that. Stop getting fucking mad about the fucking shit, man. Stop getting mad. So like, really, this video is about that. It's about like people who want to be like anime purists and saying that other people that watch dub ain't really fans, and they like downsize dub so much so, acting like they're the ones who like fucking speak Japanese. You speak Japanese, more power to you, man. Uh, I actually want to learn how to speak Japanese, but more power to you. But don't try to like downsize other people just because they want to watch anime in their own language. Ugh. I'm fucking up a little bit. I don't give a fuck. One take. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this shit. Anyways, I guess this was a rant. I don't normally do it, but Alex Dark Slayer said I should do it because I actually have something to say off that comment because I don't know how to feel about that because I see that a lot and I don't like how people that are trying to get into anime gets downsized by other people who want to sit there and be purists and say you're not a real fan of it like that. If I'm not a real fan, okay. What I gotta do to be a real fan? Tell us how to be a real fan. Tell us what we have to do. Don't sit up there and downsize us. Douchebag. If we sit up there actually trying and fucking be a fan and appreciate the art form that some of these people that actually make the anime, teams that make the anime, you should just like leave the fuck alone and just talk to us about the fucking anime. Don't get mad and say like, oh, you don't watch that? You're not a fan. Fuck that shit. That's stupid. That's stupid. And I guess like you can actually look at this particular thing another way. Like people who just watch the superhero movies and don't read the comic books are not real fans. It's kind of like saying that. Okay. On that note, it's kind of like saying that because like most people will say that to you who are very pure comic book purists. They will really say that shit to you. Like you don't read a comic book. How can you call yourself a hardcore fan and you don't read the comic book? You're a fan of it, but you're not a hardcore fan. Just like you're a fan of anime, but you're not a hardcore anime fan. That's okay. I mean, that's okay as long as the person is a fan. As long as the person is a fan and enjoy what that person brought to the table. You shouldn't just downsize them because a lot of people in comic books, against people who watch movies, will downsize that person. A lot of people who watch sub and look at people who watch just dub, downsize that person. And you shouldn't do that, man. You shouldn't really do that. You should just really talk to them and see, like, what maybe you can enlighten them. Maybe you can tell them, if you really like comic book movies that much and you don't want to wait for like the next sequel to come out, why don't you just read these materials? They're really interesting stories and stuff like that. Why not the people that is so high and mighty and the truest of fans help other people to become more of a fan? That way we can grow, and that way more animes will have more followings, and maybe we can actually get more decent animes and dub and more seasons and shit. Because it's not right to like judge people based off how they watch anime. It's not right to get mad at them just because they don't sit up there and try to read all that shit and you try to be all Japanese and when you're not really Japanese. It's not right. If they choose to watch it and y'all both understand the story the same, then what's the difference? What's the problem? Stupid. I think I rant long enough for this shit. All right, tell me how you feel. Do you feel that you're a true fan if you watch the sub, or do you feel like you still a fan if you watch the dub? Tell me how you feel about this video. Tell me did I miss any points to like um increase my point, my valid points, whatever shit. Tell me that. Tell me if I did bad and you one of the dudes who are purist sub person. Tell me how you feel about the shit. I don't care if it's good or bad. You know, comment. All right. I think I done took your time for the day. Have a good day, and yeah, see you in the next video. Peace.